What is going on, everybody? I know it's been quite a while since we've talked, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. This is Armando, coming to you from Northern California, where it is currently 50 degrees at almost 11:30 in the morning, at least on this day of recording. Super, super cold. Makes me want to stay in bed, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about several updates. If you recall, in the last video, we discussed how bad the iPhone quality is, at least the iPhone 15, and the USB-C charging port saga. And I was able to, with the assistance of a specialized program, a scanning program that is for the blind and visually impaired, and possibly low vision as well. It is called Voice Dream Reader, or VD Scan. So with the assistance of that program, I was able to scan the return label, since Apple Care was useless in helping me in that department when they could have just as easily scheduled the pickup for me. But we won't go into that. But a Voice Dream Reader scan saved me from all that headache. So I was able to return, or not return, but I was able to send the phone in for repair. So right now it is currently at the Apple repair facility, as they were nice enough to at least have it shipped to them by next day air. So that was very clever, knowing that I pay for Apple Care with the iPhone loan payment. So in that case, they told me that the repair was going to be covered one way or another, whether it's through factory or through Apple Care themselves. But I'm very grateful that at least that phone went, and they're looking at it. They received it at about 3 o'clock in the morning, which would be my time, 6 o'clock Eastern time in the morning. And by about 7 in the morning, I got an email notification saying that they had received the device and that it is being inspected and under the hands of the Apple technicians. So hopefully they can work their magic, fix the issue. And if they find any more issues, I said, go ahead and contact me and we can go from there, besides the Apple repair or the Apple deal with the USB-C. I also started school back in on January 7th, at least my other class, Therapeutic Skills B, and it was a mixed emotions, if you must. With that came anxiety and stress and everything else. And that's because in the past I've always had somebody, whether it was in public school, whether it was in university life, college life, whatever, usually I've always had somebody follow me that knew me, so at least I had a sense of comfort. But this time the tables turned to where I was split off from the people I knew, and I was basically the lone wolf in the class. But thanks to my professor that I have, she caught on and has assigned me somebody who was willing to work with me, and it's been very rewarding getting to know the person I'm working with. And one of the things we have to do in that class, of course, is based off of the things we learn, we have to implement that in a role play session as a client therapist, and it's very rewarding. It's fun. Now, in relation to school, there comes something that I will say, because I know some of you have seen me in various places. With school comes lots of sacrifices, and one of those sacrifices is not being able to travel this year to Michigan, unfortunately. And that is because, again, when logistically, after consulting with my cohort and several close friends, and I don't mean, friends from the online community, one of them being actually local to me who resides in the same town. We've had a conversation numerous times about it, plus, with my cohort and other key players. It was decided that for now, because of the nature of the program, where I'm at, the required meetings, including therapy, because as future counselors, we ourselves have to get therapies in order to deal with, should I say, some supercharged situations that we may encounter, with clients and their own emotions and everything. So between that, between meetings, between assignments, especially because they require video assignments, it just wasn't logistically feasible for me to go to camp. So while I appreciate the invitation from the director of Michigan Community Services for the Blind and Physically Challenged, I just cannot go and be missing school or staying up till about 2 o'clock in the morning, which would be about 11 o'clock at night Pacific, 2 o'clock in the morning Eastern, also disrupting whatever things are happening within the camp. If I'm going to camp, I'm there to dedicate my time to the camp and to spend it with those whom I want to spend it with. And I feel that my schooling and stuff in this case comes first, so it would be unfair to put me at a disadvantage where I cannot participate in school meetings, therapy sessions, and not dedicate the time to spend with those who I want to spend it with. So until further notice, my travels have been at a standstill, and that also in the other sacrifices, I'm used to hanging out from time to time with my own family, but obviously I can't do that with them because of, again, meetings and exams and everything, and because I get assistance, it would conflict with all that. So there's a lot of sacrifices, because being in the master's program is not an easy walk in the park. It's one of those where you're either serious or don't even waste your time. And I'm pretty much getting up there in age, and I want to do something and not be fully dependent on the government system forever. So I'm the type of people that wants to help people. I'm the type of person that wants to help people. So that's why we're just not going to risk it and put people at a disadvantage and not go to camp. So we will not be going to camp, even though I got invited to summer camp. While the winter camp has awesome facilities, their Wi-Fi stable, it would probably be manageable. But the summer camp for sure would not be manageable, just for the simple fact that their Wi-Fi access is not the greatest. You could barely check your email, and I discovered this last summer when I took a laptop there. And while it may be good for smartphones, but computer-wise, it just can't handle the Wi-Fi. So I don't want to put myself at a disadvantage. But anyhow, that is the latest updates with me. I hope you all been well, and I thank you for listening to my video. And I say to you all, 2025 is the year of change, so let's hopefully strive for change despite the incoming president, whatever politics are going around. And as always, folks, be good to one another. Love, respect, and treat those the way you want to be loved, respected, and treated, because tomorrow's not promised. Thank you so much for everything. Until next time, take care, and God bless.